This is the second time I've tried to shoot this video. The first time I did, I got hit by a surprise severe thunderstorm. So it went from what I was going to do to riding the storm out. It got pretty freaking interesting awful quick. You know what? I'll roll some of that footage in at the end of this video so you guys can take a look at it and see what I'm talking about. Alright. Heidi ho, friends! I have been asked by numerous people what I use for tick and flea protection. As you know, many years ago I got bit by a tick. Actually, it was the Lone Star tick, and it put me in the hospital for 4 days. And I still have some of these side effects, unfortunately. After doing a lot of research, and I mean a lot of research, I've come up with a product that works best for me. It is called Permethrin. It is made by Sawyers. Okay, a little heads up and an important safety warning: make sure you read the instructions on the warnings on this product. In some cases, very rare, and this did happen to a friend of mine, that it can give you chemical burns even though it has dried. You can find this product at Wally World for about $9 to $10. You can get it on Amazon, and it comes in a much bigger bottle. Yeah, I think it's from $10 to $14. I don't remember. I do not recommend buying the concentrated commercial grade Permethrin unless you're an expert at diluting that. If not, well, it wouldn't be a good thing. So I don't recommend buying it. This stuff stays on your clothes, and they've kind of changed it a little bit. Now it is for 42 days or 6 washes. Yeah, I usually go about 5 washes, then I go ahead and retreat everything. Yep, I'm pretty sure a deer is going to visit us here in a minute. Anyway, then I go ahead and retreat everything. Before it dries, it is harmful to bees, fish, and cats, so please be careful when you use this. It comes in a box like so when you buy it at Walmart. And the instructions are on the back, also on the inside tablet. There's more information about it. If you have any other questions, I do recommend going to the manufacturer's website. You can ask me questions and I'll try to answer them the best I can, but I can only tell you so much. Once you get the box, we open it up, and there is some assembly required. Not a big deal. We have the applicator. I do save all these applicators because every once in a while you're going to get one that does not work properly. Of course, you got the Permethrin itself. Be careful when you handle this stuff. I have gotten it on my skin before, and it has burnt me a little bit, so I did run in and wash it off. Not a big deal. Yes, do not, and I repeat, do not apply this directly to your skin. Clothes are awesome. Another thing is, besides clothes, you can put it on your gear. I've put it on my hammock here. I don't recommend putting it on your tent. I did that a while back just as a test spot, and it left little white burn marks in there, little splotches, so I don't think I'd put it on my tent, but you could try. Okay, it is now on an off position, and we can turn it. It has one mode after we prime it. It is a spray. And another mode after we prime it. Get over there. Hey, what the heck? Houston, we have a problem. There we go, is a squirt. We will be using the spray. Also, another warning, don't get it in your eyes. Obviously, on a windy day, be careful when you use it, and try not to breathe it in. So let's go over here. I've got my clothes set up, and they are ready to be treated. Let's go ahead and treat those, and I'll show you some of the tricks I use. Oh! We've got all my clothes hung up here on this nice little line I've made. This will treat up to 2 outfits depending on how you apply it. I apply it really thick, and so I can usually only get 1 outfit at the most, maybe an extra pair of socks or a shirt. And whatever I have left over with, a lot of times I will treat the interior of my vehicle, of the Mountaineer, the back where I put all my clothes and pack and all my gear. I just kind of spray that area down just as a little extra prevention. I do not want to get bit by a tick again. Alright, this is very simple. They tell you to hold it maybe a foot or so away from your clothing. I get right up on it. I mean, I am just soaking this down. Don't forget to spray a little bit on the inside of each one of the pockets. Yeah, I got all my bases covered on this one. And then when you come down here to the pant leg, what I like to do is spray a little bit on the inside of the pant leg. Usually that's where them little guys will get you. They'll crawl up from the grass. What they do is they hang upside down on the grass, and as you walk by, they kind of jump on you. Alright, we got this nicely treated here. I also do on the inside of the waist here. Don't go all the way down. Now I've got a couple people has asked me, do you need to treat your undergarments? I would say no. If you're running around in the woods in your underwear, I think ticks are the least of your concern. Yeah. Oh, my Lanta. And it doesn't take long to treat this stuff. Well, this is a good batch because I can smell it. It's very strong. And almost got our pants done. They're not soaked, but they're to the point where they're a little dark. You can definitely tell this Permethrin is on there. All right, we're going to move over to our shirt here. Doing the same thing, we're going to hit one of the armholes. And grab that guy right there. Get the back. The same thing like we did on the pants. I'm going to lift the shirt up and just shoot it around the back here. I'm going to try to get it at least 2 inches from where the shirt would rest on my pants. That way we've got maximum coverage. God forbid that little guy goes up my pants and then heads into my shirt. Alright. I'm going to do the same thing here. Don't forget, pockets around the neck area. As you can see where it's being applied. It's making a nice little wet mark. And I'm not just putting it on lightly. I mean, it's going on very thick. And heck, we're probably at a half a bottle right now. We treat this here. Alright, we're going to go to the socks. Last part. Very simple. Shoot a little at the top, not a bunch. Yeah, hang on. Got a little mist going. We're going to let that blow by before I go around. Don't want to get that in my eyes. There we go. The sockos have been covered. Now there's a couple other little tips I like to do is I mark all the clothes. So let's say this outfit is in my camping gear, but I'm not sure because I got a whole bag of camping gear. I'm not sure which one it is. I'll mark the socks with a line. I'll mark the t-shirt with a line. And then I'll go ahead and mark the pants. And I'll put a little P on them that marks them too. I'm going to shoot a little bit more in there. Alright, we are almost out. I put it on extremely heavily. Okay. Dry time on this can vary. It can be anywhere from, I want to say, an hour to 4 hours, depending on the humidity and the temperature. I do recommend you have these dry thoroughly. You don't have to put them in your dryer. Just leave them on the clothesline. It'll take care of it. Usually the sun will do it for you. The other thing I like to do is after they're dry, and I'm sure they're dry, they're not damp to the touch or anything, is I put them in a white trash bag and hang on to them. That way it keeps all the Permethrin in there before I use them again, because it could be another week or two before I use it. Little other tip. I'm not sure what trip we're taking today. It would appear the heat loopiness has got to me. Sorry. Yeah, my Lanta. Another little tip is before I hit the trail, I like to take a little off dry, and you know what? I have some with me. Hang on, I'll get it and I'll show you what it looks like. Let's put that right there. It's probably over in this mess. Here we go. I like to take a little bit of this off dry and I spray it around my boots and my ankles, right here in my back section and the front, and then I hit my hat with it before I hit the trail as another extra added precaution. Now, I use off dry because, one, it doesn't really tear up your gear like the wet does, because the wet's an oil based and it'll eat your sunglasses, your camera equipment, it'll just ruin everything. The off dry does not last as long, but it does work, and that's why I carry a little can with me. Alright friends, there's been a look at what I use for my tick and flea protection. I do swear by it. I've been using it several years now. I have not had a serious tick bite. I have found ticks crawling on me, but they were dying. Now I know there's a lot of natural ones out there, and if anybody's made one of those and it works, please leave it down in the comments section. I'd like to know about it and give it a try. I know a friend of mine's making a natural batch up. He's going to let me try this year, so that'll be another video. So I think comments, we're about ready to wrap the video up, can you tell? Comments are always welcome. Heads up, it does take me a little while to answer them. And like always, friends, thanks for watching. Whew. I think we got it did before it started raining. Alright friends, we are a step away from a severe thunderstorm hitting my camp. Yeah, so we're going to move a lot faster now. I don't even think we got that long anymore. If you notice how wet this shirt is, you know what friends? It's time to hunker down. I'm going to move these clothes underneath my shelter and we're going to hope for the best.